Rome, 101 BC. The Cestius Bridge stretches across the Tiber like a silent witness. The river below moves slowly, indifferent, as it has for centuries. On the stone pavement, a man kneels naked, shaking uncontrollably, not from the cold, but from what he knows is coming. His crime is simple, unforgivable. He murdered his mother. Executioners drag a leather sack forward. It is thick, heavy, and alive. Inside, something moves. A dog snarls. A rooster beats its wings. A monkey screeches in panic. A viper coils, striking blindly. The crowd leans forward. Blood-red rods rise and fall until the man's back is no longer skin, but torn meat. Then they force him into the sack. Animals scream with him. The leather is sewn shut as his voice breaks into something no longer human. Inside the darkness, teeth tear flesh. Claws find eyes, venom floods his veins. And when the screams finally become silence, Rome throws the sack into the river. Cicero would later explain the logic. Let him be denied sky, sun, water, and earth. Let he who killed the giver of life be deprived of all that gives life. This was poena cullei, the punishment of the sack. And this was only the beginning. This is not gladiators, not lions, not the stories Hollywood loves. This is what Rome did outside the arena. Punishment so calculated they destroyed not just the body, but identity, memory, and fear itself. These methods were not justice. They were messages written in human flesh. I am hidden secret tales, and tonight there is no censorship, only what Rome wanted erased. High above the Roman Forum stood the Tarpeian Rock, 80 feet of unforgiving stone overlooking the city's political heart. This was where traitors died. No ceremony, no mercy. The condemned were dragged to the edge while senators debated below, then pushed, their bodies shattered in full view of Rome's daily life. The message was unmistakable. Betray the state and you will be cast out from its very center. Marcus Manlius Capitolinus learned this lesson in 384 BC. Once a hero who saved Rome from invasion, he was accused of desiring kingship. That alone sealed his fate. Denied burial, denied peace, denied memory. Rome did not forgive betrayal. Crucifixion was considered so degrading that Roman citizens were exempt. This was punishment for slaves, rebels, pirates, enemies, those Rome did not consider fully human. The process began with scourging. Whips embedded with bone and metal tore backs into ribbons. Then the victim carried the crossbeam through jeering crowds. Nails pierced wrists and feet. Breathing became agony. Death came slowly, sometimes over days, as the body failed inch by inch. After Spartacus's rebellion in 71 BC, 6,000 men were crucified along the Appian Way. For 200 kilometers, Rome displayed suffering like road signs. This is what resistance looks like. When legions failed, Rome punished collectively. Soldiers were divided into groups of 10. Lots were drawn. One man, chosen by chance, was beaten to death by the other 9. Not executioners, friends, men who shared tents, meals, and battles. The survivors were disgraced, fed barley instead of wheat, and forced to sleep outside the camp. Fear replaced loyalty. Obedience replaced honor. For individual cowardice, Rome offered no chance of survival. The condemned soldier stood before his legion. A tribune touched him with a staff. That was the signal. The legion descended with clubs and stones until nothing remained. Those who escaped were hunted. Families disowned them. Rome erased them socially before death could finish the job. Condemnation to the beasts transformed execution into theater. Criminals reenacted myths, Orpheus, Hercules, heroes, only to be torn apart by starving animals. During Trajan's games, 11,000 animals and thousands of humans died. Crowds ate, children watched, people placed bets, screams became background noise, fire purified crime. Under Nero, Christians were coated in pitch and burned alive to light his gardens. Tacitus wrote of bodies used as lanterns. Rome did not hide this cruelty, it celebrated it. Elephants trained to kill crushed victims limb by limb. Some executions reenacted Roman victories, enemies dressed in armor destroyed by beasts that once served them. One elephant refused to kill a former handler. The crowd demanded mercy. Even Rome hesitated. Once, for some, death was not enough. The Senate ordered memories destroyed, statues smashed, names erased, coins melted. Domitian's face vanished from Rome, but traces of erasure remain, haunting reminders of forgotten rulers. The punishment reserved for those who murdered family, beaten, sewn into a sack with symbolic animals, thrown into water, no burial, no elements, no afterlife. Rome replaced blood family with beasts borrowed from Persia. Victims were fed milk and honey coated in sweetness and left floating. Insects consumed them alive over weeks. Some survived 17 days. Fear alone often forced surrender. Fire for the Romans was never just a weapon. It was a purifier, a judge, a message. Simple burning was considered too quick, too merciful. Rome wanted something slower, something that forced the victim to understand their punishment while it happened. This was death by slow fire. Unlike the stake, where flames might end suffering swiftly, this method was carefully engineered. Temperatures were controlled. The goal was not to kill immediately, but to extend awareness. Victims were placed on iron chairs heated from below, suspended over low flames, or enclosed inside hollow bronze structures that trapped heat while amplifying screams. One of the most infamous devices was the bronze bull, a metal chamber shaped like an animal. The victim was locked inside while fire was lit beneath it. As the bronze heated, flesh cooked slowly. Air holes transformed screams into animalistic roars, turning human agony into theatrical sound. Boiling oil was also used, not poured all at once, but ladled gradually, blister by blister, layer by layer. The executioners watched closely, adjusting heat to prevent shock or unconsciousness. Roman jurist Ulpian classified death by fire as summum supplicium, the highest punishment. It was reserved for arsonists, poisoners, sacrilegious offenders, and those believed to threaten the moral order itself. This punishment was not about ending life. It was about domination of the body, about forcing pain to linger long enough to be witnessed, about reminding the crowd that Rome could control not just death, but how long it took to arrive. Fire erased flesh, but fear survived. Among all Roman punishments, none was more silent and none more terrifying. The Vestal Virgins were sacred. Chosen as children, sworn to 30 years of chastity, they embodied Rome's spiritual safety. Their purity was believed to protect the state itself, which created a problem. A Vestal could not be executed. To spill her blood was to anger the gods. So Rome found a solution that was technically not execution at all: live burial. The condemned priestess was dressed in funeral garments and placed in a covered litter. Crowds watched in silence, not cheering, not jeering. This was ritual, not spectacle. She was taken to the Campus Sceleratus, the field of crime. There, an underground chamber waited. Inside, a lamp, a bed, a small amount of food and water. This detail mattered. By providing supplies, Rome maintained the legal fiction that it was not killing her, only abandoning her. Once sealed inside, the ladder was removed. Earth covered the entrance. Darkness closed in completely. What happened next was left to choice: starvation, suffocation, or self-inflicted death. The most famous case was Cornelia, condemned under Emperor Domitian. As she descended, her dress caught on the ladder. When an executioner offered help, she recoiled, refusing his touch, preserving ritual purity even as Rome destroyed her. Pliny recorded her final words: "Caesar thinks me unchaste, I who performed sacred rites while he ruled." Archaeological chambers near the Cullei Gate still bear witness. No screams, no blood, just silence, slow, absolute, and final. Rome called this mercy. History calls it horror. 12 punishments, 12 lessons in fear. Rome did not rule by law alone. It ruled by spectacle, terror, and memory control. Today, tourists admire stone ruins. They do not hear the screams, but stone remembers. This is Hidden Secret Tales, where history is told without filters, without comfort, without lies. If you believe truth matters, subscribe, because Rome was not the worst. Another empire made even this cruelty look merciful. Want that story? Tell me in the comments.